Hello and welcome back to Deus Ex, and when we last left off, we fought Votan assignments in combat, and after a couple of attempts, I think it was only one, surprisingly enough, we managed to prevail in the end, which was interesting, but also completely unexpected, frankly. I guess it came down to the rocket launcher primarily, I would figure, and afterwards we nuked Area 51. Yeah, so I have some questions about this entire situation, because the bomb page had access to nuclear weapons to begin with. I think they could have maybe taken this away from the US Army, but supposedly the facility was staffed by X-51 scientists to begin with, and even with the United States falling apart, it seems right now, it doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever, because despite the situation, the US government and by extension the US Army would do everything in their power to control their entire nuclear stockpile, no exceptions whatsoever, and X-51 of course was also known as a terrorist organization to them, you know, for at least a couple of years by the sounds of it, and of course the detonation of a nuclear weapon on US soil would certainly prompt some sort of response. Are you kidding me here? That's completely unreasonable, frankly, but regardless, after all, it's just a game, but still, these things simply don't happen in real life, I'm sorry, or even in some sort of a grounded version of our history, or our future for that matter. Well, regardless, instead of worrying about these things, we have to track down a Bob Page himself, who's apparently at least a mile underground, so I don't think he suffered any consequences from the impact of the nuclear missile, which apparently was a very low yield warhead, because we don't have to worry about radiation right now, and the level of destruction we saw around here apparently is also relatively minor by comparison. I guess it will be a long and dangerous journey regardless of how we look at it, but still. And the camera also sounds different all of a sudden. It also has a different paint job, maybe. Or could this be the reflections in this old engine here, of course. Okay, regardless. Could we go through here? Probably. Okay, for lockpicks, and they will probably lead underground, I would figure. But we haven't really investigated the entire area, have we though? So we just do exactly that here, and hope for the best. Yeah, see, the camera does have a different sound effect all of a sudden. I'm sure it leads underground. We heard something about a sniper being around these parts. I think we already saw them, didn't we? Anything else you can see for that matter? I suppose we could spare for lockpicks if everything else fails, but hopefully not. And the United States Army was also present at this facility, so they would really respond to this, wouldn't they? You would think so at least. Okay, regardless, for now we continue and ignore these inconsistencies, because they are just that, inconsistencies. One could say it's almost a plot hole, because we already heard about dissidents inside the US government, because the people saw an obvious power grab for what it is, an obvious power grab by FEMA, and its head, of course. Or director, I think, was their post, yes, before we killed them. Yeah, there's the sniper, I would figure. Of course, everything was hardened, so the missile didn't inflict any damage, but thankfully you don't have to worry about radiation as well. So there's a silver lining in every cloud, I guess. How is it still intact? I'm not sure. I mean, relatively speaking. I do see some damage, but not the level of damage I was expecting here, because modern nuclear missiles since the 1960s, you know, they are very, very, very powerful. They would completely obliterate the entire surface of Area 51. And then some. The entire surface would be completely blasted. Yeah, Tower 17A, And of course everything would be super radioactive for at least a couple of weeks. Of course we also know how dangerous radiation can be for JC. Okay, Majestic without any items on him. Then again, there seems to be a pretty limited number of enemies to fight in this game. We've been fighting the same enemy types for the past 16 or so hours, I believe, yeah.
Here's a satellite image of the damage from the missile. Page is weakened, but you still have to penetrate his bunker. I seem to be in remission, JC. Everett is right. The virus has some sort of on-off switch. Anyway, I'll be looking over your shoulder again.
That's good to hear. Okay, we have an image finally. So that must be 1718, I believe. Something like that. Okay, so apparently we're slightly outside the ground zero, but still, I think there should be way more damage, because nuclear missiles, modern nuclear missiles, they would, I mean, it's like, what? Not even a kilometer? Of course it would all be gone. What am I saying here? Everything would be gone. No structure would be standing back here. These are not hardened warehouses. Okay, Hangar 18. Okay, so this apparently is an optional area, so I don't think we're wasting any supplies on that. Is there any TNT around here? Because the store should be blasted, frankly. The entire building should be collapsed. Okay, I don't think we have any TNT crates back here. I didn't see any white. Of course not. So we have to get past here somehow, and let me guess it will be over here somewhere. Then again, it's a bit hard to see. Yeah, this doesn't give us anything. It's just the helipad. Do we even know what this building is all about? It tells us about a restricted area, but it's not really very descriptive, is it not? Okay, well, we have to spend some supplies here, I guess. Otherwise, that's not going to happen, I think. But for now, we continue carefully. Because we don't seem to be in direct danger, except for the radiation everywhere, you know. The super observant, completely indestructible things here, 2 lamps, don't do the trick for us, as a reminder. And these were direct hits, I believe. They're also hardened against EMP grenades, which we don't have any longer, because we used them all. Okay, malfunctioning equipment. Command 24, I think it says, something like that. Of course, you never drop anything, even if we do kill you ourselves. No surprises there. 2 more US soldiers. Yeah, that must be the blast doors we are interested in. Of course, this stuff is hard, so it would make some sense of it surviving, but the above ground structures here not so much. At least in my eyes, you know, but then again, it's just a game. Let me guess, the hatch back here someplace from the building, I would presume. Something like that. Yeah, we would probably be popping out of here, I would figure. But it's still pretty sparky stuff here. But certainly feels like the climax of the entire campaign, wouldn't you think? Command something, and I see some toilets and some bunk beds. It is indeed just yeah, storage area wide for them, and also key. So what is it? Tower key. The ever important medkits. Yeah, it's a broad charger. Thanks for the reminder game. Okay, we cannot pick up the biocell. We cannot have that. Because we have a crowbar here somehow. Not sure why. Sometimes they hide items over here as a reminder. Okay, we can go down for lockpicks. And of course, it's not a tower key, so this won't work. And up here, what is available? Do we know? Oh, it's blasted open already, unsurprisingly. So we can get a slightly better vantage point. Maybe we pick up a sniper rifle someplace. Is there a lockpick up here? They would have been blasted away, you know, from the impact here. Okay, whatever. So I'll just take a look-see. What do we see from back here? More dead bodies. The robot, of course, I'm not quite sure if it would still be active. These could be slightly hardened against nuclear impacts here. But then again, it's not even 1 kilometer away from ground zero. And there was a direct hit by looks of it, so that doesn't make any sense whatsoever, frankly. Okay, we have to bypass or deactivate the robot, otherwise, well, it's good night for us. Okay, a bathroom. I guess the water would be contaminated now. Yeah, we did already check, right? Nothing on him. Yeah, sure, why not? So what we're reading? Another chapter of this Jacob's Shadow book. Interesting, but it's some bunk beds. They have to preoccupy themselves before they fall asleep, I guess. I didn't see a TV anywhere, thankfully. Because otherwise, Picus or whoever would be playing 24/7. Okay, basketball, cigarettes, and binoculars. Okay, we already have them, of course. Okay, goodie. Obviously, it's not super important right now. Okay, darts, sure, I take them. One lockpick. What's the rating here? Damage threshold, so we should be able to knock this open, no problem. There we have it. For the first time in God knows how long. Okay. I guess I take it. The other ones, of course, are always infinite strength, everything. We could maybe jump over here if we absolutely wanted to. But I'm not sure what the purpose of that would be. So at the moment we don't worry about that. But we certainly should worry about the robot. So it will be close quarters with the sniper, I guess. Maybe we pick up the sniper rifle. Maybe. I'm not so sure about this yet. Of course we cannot. Yes, I forgot. Do we have any secondary items we could assign here, I believe? Nothing really wide. Maybe the flares. How many rockets remain? 4 VDPs, huh? Okay, the problem is the rocket launcher is very rare in of itself, so of course it would be hinged on the wrong side, but else would be the case. Okay, how did the sniper survive? I have no idea, frankly. Okay, we found some pistol ammo, 4 bullets in total, amazing. And we're going down, not up, weiter. Alrighty then, I suppose we don't question these things. No. Yeah, how are we supposed to grab this thing? Let us toast the andere Leibo. So this is of course a trap laid up for us here by someone. Okay, this blew up the locker so we can access them now, I guess. Some valves and a passageway. Nothing of interest in here anyhow by the looks of it. Yeah, these two turn. For what purpose we don't know. Oh, hello there. And goodbye. I'm not quite sure. We don't know what the purpose of these valves is, right? And how do we get on top there instantly? I didn't see any way to get to sniper. Doesn't tell us, of course. We have to figure this out on our own. I don't want to turn any valves until I actually know what these do. I guess then we just turn all the valves and hope it will be good enough. Yeah, how does poison gas take off my arm? How does it work? It's not corrosive acid, was it too? I don't think it was. Oh, these fucking letters, man. These goddamn fucking letters. What is the problem, JC? Get your fucking ass up here, for God's sake. Okay, there we go. Fire extinguisher. There was a big hole in the pipe. What? Whatever game, sure. Okay, there's a telephone back here. Some ammo, I think I take it. Engaged about something. Okay, I'm not sure. They're also looking at pictures of... could be Paros, frankly. Maybe this. I'm not sure, but they would.
Awaiting authorization.
Yeah, awaiting authorization, and this is probably a robot parked in here, wouldn't you think? Alright, and the sniper was up here, unsurprisingly, with his sniper rifle. I guess we could try to shoot at some people from up here. Security computer, which requires a master hacking, I would suppose. Of course it does. This could... No, I don't think it would shut down the robot anyway, right? Okay, since we have some room up here, why don't we just switch out this thing here, a brief. Don't leave it behind, just pick up a sniper rifle temporarily. Let's just see how terrible our weapon spell would be right now. Probably pretty terrible, I would think. Yeah, of course. Can you see me? That's what I figured. Okay. I don't see anything out of the ordinary right now, except for the robot, of course. So it's not that useful to us. As you can see, yeah, despite the fact we're an advanced rifleman right now. I suppose we could try to shoot it, but I don't think it would do any damage even if we were to deplete the entire ammo complement right now. But it's very useful against the Majestic Troopers. You can shoot them in the back and they drop with one shot only. Yeah. Well, I'm ready to give it a try. If it starts sparking, then we know we can inflict some damage. I don't think we can. It's probably bounces off directly, even though this ammo technically is super armor piercing, I believe, in this game. Or at least armor piercing. I don't think the robot would care, really. Oh, there are some people actually. Okay, good here. Unfortunately, my weapon sway is so ridiculous that I don't think I can take out anyone. Oh, maybe I hit him, but it would have been a pretty lucky shot by all accounts. No, it's the Superman, of course. And I didn't hit him. Yeah, whatever, friend. I mean, how terrible of a sniper can we be? The answer is pretty terrible. Oh yeah, thanks for getting stuck on terrain again, JC. I mean, how are we supposed to hit anything with that weapon sway here? Like, seriously. Can you please get some fucking shots on target? We have a sniper rifle. There's a dude down below. This is the only opportunity to use a sniper rifle, and yet we cannot do it. I mean, he's still alive, isn't he? Of course he fucking is. Are you telling me we cannot shoot through the grating? I don't think so, right? There we go. 5 magazines later, we took out one guy in the open. I'm not a trained sniper, but even I could keep my rifle more steady than this individual here. This trained agent, supposedly. I don't think there's any point of doing that, but it's a large target. Yeah, that's not going to work, right? Okay, we had some fun here, but it was mostly a waste of our time, of course. Okay, so master hacking means it's like years off for us, and we can never do this, certainly not in this campaign. No one has a key or anything in between, so we have to shoot the robot or blast it, which you cannot do, of course. Okay, so yeah, what's over here? Dead body. I don't think he has the key. But how do we even get up here? I have no idea. Alright, of course I do have the penalty for my arm injury, but still the weapon sway is just as difficult. I don't think it would make any difference whatsoever. Yes, we wasted tons of ammo, but then again, we never use the sniper rifle, so it doesn't make a difference, frankly. Yeah, there must be a robot parked in here. Since there was another Superman running around in the courtyard before we shot him after multiple attempts, I would suppose the area we need to investigate is over here, roughly speaking. Yeah, probably. I think I'd rather go the long way, to be honest. Okay, how do we get up to this body? I just don't see an easy way to take. Of course, there's a ramp back here. But we cannot move too many crates because they are too heavy for us. Yeah, jump on the roof here, then jump on the crate and try to jump around here. But I think they expect us to equip the leg enhancements, which of course we didn't pick in this campaign. So I don't think that's going to work. I guess we do have some... It wasn't for the camera, right? In the turret. But regardless, we have other concerns right now, don't we? So let's just try to avoid the robot. And this other guy, let me guess, didn't drop anything for us because they never, ever do. Right? For the body, but nothing on it, of course. Found nothing. My favorite type of reward. The robot should be somewhat predictable, so there's at least that. Sometimes you can also blow apart some walls, I've noticed in this let's play I'm watching right now. It seems to be very situational, only if you see some barrels on the outside, things of that nature. Okay, so how many friends can be in this radioactive pit here still? I'm not sure. That was the other exit from the tower, of course. Okay, that guy collapsed the warehouse, which should be completely obliterated. Some gips here on the outside. Okay, I don't see anything from this cold angle, but still, doesn't mean anything. Of course, JC. JC, hello there. Okay, 2 turrets, of course. Sniper rifle. Okay, what is that? Can we take a look at this, please? A camera, of course, pointed directly at the... Of course, that would be the case. Unless we can find some credentials, we can't override the security system, so we have to activate our radio interference and race past. I think slipping through there shouldn't be the hardest thing, but as you can see, the sniper rifle action didn't achieve anything whatsoever. It's completely and fully intact, of course, since it's essentially a main battle tank. And you wouldn't be shooting tanks with your sniper rifle now, right? And anti-tank rifles are completely obsolete, so have been for the past 60, 70 years, something like that. Doesn't care about noise though, so it's something. Of course it would.
I saw some soldiers running away from the hangar. Be careful.
Of course it turns around, just to ensure that you get spotted here if you aren't careful enough. That's what I figured. Didn't find anything, of course. Speaking of which, what's available in here? Buddies. Oh, of course, more friends to play with. Hello there, friend. Of course, he didn't come out to engage me, right? No, the binoculars, JC, thank you very much. Okay, my favorite. And we have some fancy laser tripwires. So how many more idiots are back here? Oh, 2, okay. Aha, we have to get all the way over here, of course, unsurprisingly. No, I don't want to leave this vault behind, otherwise I would be tempted to pick up the sniper rifle again. Okay, where's that stupid thing here? Okay, so how are we going to tackle this? I was hoping for hatch or anything in between here, but of course that's not to be. But we get much closer and these guys will see me, because you know how things work around here. Is it the third guy? I think one is looking directly at me with his Robocops there. But we do have some cover back here, but getting over there seems improbable at best. I think these robots have an unlimited supply of rockets, by the way, so we cannot cheese it. I see the pattern, but now's not the time to start looting. Let me guess, the panel is right there. Oh, there's a third guy here, of course. Of course there is. So we're looking at the man in black and 2 majestic guys. Now we can set one dude alive with our flares and they get shot to pieces by rockets, you know. The idea. We do have some VDP still. But as a reminder, these people have been hardened against fire damage of all sources. So... Oh, of course we can fit through here. Even though our life depends on it, sort of. Why then make it appear that way if you cannot sneak through here? Like, come on now. Wasn't there someone staring down the hallway here? I don't think so. Or at least not from this angle. So maybe there's hoping, but the closer we get, the more likely it is to be shot to pieces. At least in close distance, they rarely use the rocket launcher because the eye has some sense of self-preservation, but not all the time.
Commandos are just overkill on a job like this.
Really? Sure. Okay, the robot will also look inside if we take too long.
If there were just some way of tracking these people.
I just thought Lego odds here. The opposition is pretty formidable. I think we'd still need a second crate to get up here. I don't think that's going to work. I mean, against him certainly, but not against the other dudes, so we have to run up with our knife. I think it's the only way to ensure a reliable kill here. The other guy will set a light, maybe. I hope for the best. We does not have any crowd control available any longer, right? No, of course we don't. So we're charging forward with a knife like a maniac. Although last time we tried, we were able to one-shot all of these troopers with some bow slugs, right? Didn't we? That could be useful. Not buckshot, Sambo rounds. Apparently, we're out of Sambo rounds. Oh, that's so good. So, what's the armor-piercing ammo? 5 bullets, really. Amazing. Okay. This guy ideally should be killed first because he has his magic shield ability, I believe. I guess if we fail, then we fail, I suppose. Like that here. And then take a fucking rocket to the face. Okay, could have been nasty, but it was actually pretty nasty and sloppy, but we survived, so I guess. But we don't have any crowd control available. What can I do here, frankly? Nothing was available, so... Okay, we survived, but it was sloppy, certainly. I think the main mistake was that I accidentally loaded the wrong type of ammo for our crossbow, didn't I? Wow! Wow, that's amazing, frankly. Okay, the other guy did blow up, of course, I would figure. Or did we knock him out? I think we may have. Okay, plasma... Of course, plasma rifle. Of course. Yeah, I think I was looking for the flare darts, but I accidentally loaded with regular darts, so the guy was able to activate the shield, right? And of course, with the shield, the darts don't affect the damage here. That's what I figured. Okay, another couple of troopers back here. Dead body. Fantastic. There's our big bastard. Apparently we also missed with some of those darts, huh? Too bad. So, this shouldn't pose so much of a problem for us, except for the presence of some mines, I would presume. Isn't exactly the most robust security system we've ever seen because it was just installed here after the nuclear missile impact. Right, looks the part at least. That's interesting. Can we... Okay, what's on the other side here? I can barely see anything. There's a door, of course. There's also a control room someplace and a turret. Of course, there will be another turret. I don't think we can jump over here very reliably. We jump like a lady, as a reminder. So, yeah. Of course, that's what I thought. 38. If I had a crate around here, I may do that, but of course we don't. Yeah, turret has a blind spot because it can't hit me from back here. The angle just doesn't work. But then we try to use 2 of our precious lockpicks. We have been saving up for the entirety of the campaign, of course. Okay, well, straight anyway with figure, but maybe the knife would be good enough. Oh, it's actually good enough. So, well, okay, we wasted 1 lockpick. It's better than wasting 2 lockpicks. What do you think? Okay, the flag of the United States, of course. Now, the problem is, even with our knife here being upgraded and all, we rarely have the opportunity to do anything about locked doors, you know, by just smashing them apart, which is why that opportunity rarely crosses my mind now. Yeah, if you have the strength, you can also get through here, of course. Alright, do we have access to the tower now, maybe? Okay, problem recommendation report. Okay, so they're shooting everyone essentially. They're talking about this particular warehouse, I would figure. And we've been reading about Agent Cario, sorry, probably butchered that name, pretty often already in context of MJ12. So maintenance charge someplace, they said. Okay. Yeah, there's never anything in these crates, I believe. Yes, salute the flag of the United States. Aim to also corrupt a country here, this universe, and then some. Oh, it's actually a regular dude. The last survivor, I guess. You can also come through here, I think. Okay, mind the turrets and the robot back here. I'm not hostile to you, buddy.
Relax. I'm not from Majestic 12.
Who?
The guys who've been shooting people. I was under the impression that they ran this facility.
Oh no, I've seen them underground. I've heard rumors, but I didn't really think...
More of it's true than you would believe. I'm here to stop them. Can you help me get inside the bunker?
You must be crazy.
Yes,
I'm going after their
but
leader, Bob Page. Can you help me or not?
Vengeance.
Well, yeah, sure. If you want to open the blast door, the security terminal is at the top of the control tower. The login is A51, password XX15YZ.
That's more like it.
Okay, some backtracking apparently is involved. I think you can keep your beard there, sir, but I will get the lockpick if you don't mind. Anything else?
I hope you know what you're doing.
Yeah, so do I for that matter.
I think I'll set this one out.
Good idea, sir. I should probably, we haven't watched the door here, then some. Okay, so, there's another dude. But of course, I guess you could just smash our way through here. Do you mind? I hope not. Oh, is it already blasted? Why does it not connect? Oh, let me guess, it's bulletproof glass, isn't it? Of course it would be up here. Right? Yeah, it's not even an object we can interact with, or we just jump out of here. Never gets the job done. What is that in here? I'm not sure. JC, please. Oh. Yeah, platforming in this game is a little bit unreliable sometimes. Oh, we finally made it, huh? A miracle. Okay, so how can we proceed from back here? What is in here? Lockpick. Okay, so we have gained 1 lockpick along the way. In total. That's good. Who installed these turrets? I have no idea, and they have a rating of 60, so we could almost destroy them with our knife. But not quite. Yeah, they said something about the ventilation or maintenance hatch anywhere. I'm not seeing it back here. Probably further in the other side somewhere. I suppose we could check the back area once we get out of here. Ah, this, of course, now I get it. Okay, so there's a second opportunity if we want to do this here, instead of backtracking. Can just try to get through here. Okay, we could maybe give this a spin. So if I go for the body, it will be a one-way affair, right, for us. I guess it would be. But they're already expecting an attack for this side. So, but better than using the front to a sword approach, wouldn't you think? Maybe. Do we want to go for the front door, or do we want to jump in here? What's the idea, sirs? I didn't see anything of interest on the back side here. Okay. 4 lockpicks, huh? And the rating was 60, so not quite.
This ventilation shaft will take you down into the bunker, but watch out for the fan blades. Jump! You can make it!
Yeah, of course he would care about that. 4 lockpicks, really. I really don't think going for the front door is a good idea. Then we balance very carefully here on this on the shaft of the motor, and then go where exactly. Okay, 60 really. Yeah, that's not going to happen. Needs to be above the damage threshold. Yeah, where's the TNT crate when you need one? The answer is there isn't one. Okay, I guess then we use our lockpicks. Then we have 4 in reserve. Isn't exactly valid shot, but okay. Okay, so Bob Page is watching us with enthusiasm. Must be a good show for him, so let's not disappoint him too much, right? Shouldn't be. Yeah, watch the fan blade, so we jump directly onto the motor. And then we have the service elevator. Or we could just have another... Sure, why not? What happens if we... That happens, of course, unsurprisingly. Environmental dangers, they said. Maybe I have some second thoughts after all, because... what is down below? Do we even know? Is there water? In which case it will still be very, very dangerous for the all accounts. Sometimes you can destroy these blades, I believe, right? Sometimes you can make this happen. Maybe you should throw a crate inside, if you have any nearby. That could be a good idea. Something a bit more substantial than that. If only I could move these barrels here. Okay, this is a lightweight steel, very thin steel. So... maybe we can drop that here. Citation needed for that here. Okay. I don't think physics work like that. I'm not sure this can fit through the hole in the... No, I don't think it can, right? So is there anything else around here? I guess. I mean, I can't do much else here, right? So, but if we try to move now, we can chop to pieces. So, unless we can deactivate the motor someplace, which I don't see here. I'm confused now, a little bit, to be honest. I see that going inside right now would be suicidal. Yeah, that is the hatch we have read about. Definite hazard to any intruder. Yes, no killing there, sir. Do we have anything we can move up here? Like anything at all? We have these things. These are metal. Okay. I guess we give it a spin. These, they don't go boom on us. This may be all for nothing, but I'm going to give it a try, if you don't mind. Okay, so push cart into a crate and stops the motor there. Who knows? Well, if this works, really is very strange. Is there a loading screen back here or what's going on? Because otherwise it wouldn't make much sense. Oh, it makes me dizzy. Okay, well, we threw the body down below and it was chopped to pieces, and we by comparison can do that here. Some explosives. Can we even spare anything? Millipedes, maybe. I'd rather not, but it's the only stuff that actually inflicts any, well... Maybe I spoke too soon. I guess then we have to try out some explosions here, wouldn't you think? Not that I want to, but then again, maybe we have to. I guess does it fall through the floor here or not? I cannot control where it's bouncing over the place, so that's the problem. Unsurprisingly, it fell all the way to the floor. That's what I figured. So how am I going to do this then? Because I have to make sure that the grenade actually stays up here. Couple of attempts unnecessary, I would assume. There we go. That's how we're solving our problems. And now it's just a matter of platforming. Interesting that the crates spazzed out entirely, but the body was shoot to pieces. Not how this works. Can we even drop down there? Diagonally maybe, but it will be pretty painful here if we miss our jump. What? The game... the game behaved as if the fan blades were still there. Why is that? What? What? You did see that, right? These things are most definitely gone. So we do a hard save, because we just managed to destroy the blades, and the blades are not here any longer, right? We still hear the sound, but it doesn't mean anything, of course. Video? Also sensible. Alright friends, to cut a long story short, but incidentally, I did do the right thing. The fan blades have been destroyed, but it's just a bug in this version of the game, or this particular mod pack, and I'm not going for the front entrance, because you already saw a Bob page waiting for us, tons of cameras, the turrets, the 2 robots we are completely defenses against, and of course we have to activate power to lift before we can continue to set lift, right? So instead we're going to do what we should have been doing here a couple of minutes ago and use some fucking cheat codes to give us temporary god mode here, I think, yeah? As you can see, the text is absolutely tiny because the game was never designed to scale up to 4K resolution. Okay, so that should do the trick, and now we can activate God mode hooping, and there we go. Oh, it's troubleshooting, not cheating, technically speaking. There we go, the fan was still here, of course. Okay. And then, of course, once we reach the bottom, we deactivate God mode again. So there we go, there we have it. And now we save the game here properly again over the bullshit save, because it was just complete bullshit here, frankly. Okay, goodie. And of course, in case you're wondering, the security panel down there in the main entrance, of course, also is a master, you know, difficulty, so we cannot deactivate the robots if they're even connected to that panel. It leads down even further, I see. Is it a good or bad idea? I'm not sure. But this is technically traversable, yes? It seems to be at least. Okay, in which case we're terrible swimmers. Okay, we swim very slowly for every reason right now. Oh, that's worrying. But first things first, we check out this other area and see what we can do there, if anything. Because this most assuredly is a one-way drop for us. Even with cheat codes, I guess we could fly up here if we absolutely needed to. Aha, area location bonus, that's what I like to see. Bob Page seems to be pretty confident in his abilities. I am, on the other hand, I'm not so much. And yeah, I guess I'm wondering, there are 2 robots, we have to zigzag across the entire tunnel entrance at least twice. And we don't have the energy to use our radio interference ability. And otherwise, VDPs don't inflict any damage against robots, VD. And otherwise, we have nothing available. Nothing. Yeah, completely defenseless against robots, even the smallest variety. Unless we can bypass them. Yeah. Is it a collapsed passageway? It's hard to tell from back here. Okay, they're guarding against what exactly? The elevator? It could be the other side of the elevator we saw from on top there somewhere. It could be, I'm not so sure. Master hacking camera will be hardened as well, especially in here. Yeah, okay, goodie, do we know what's over here? Okay, we have to go that way then, I think. Probably. So, goodie. Maybe the other area doesn't look so unappealing after all if you want to go for a swim. I know it's advice for OJC, but I can spam the medkits for my torso. Because it's the only area that takes some damage when we're going for a swim and run out of oxygen, I believe. That may be a terrible idea. I mean, how far can it be? Last question and last concern here before we drown, I think. I mean, I'm not so sure about this. Looks like a waste unless really just that body. In which case we drown for nothing, I see, right? Probably. Okay, yeah, that's not going to work, right? That's what I figured. Really? That's what we did this for? Bad life decisions were made, evidently. And we couldn't store these items anyway, couldn't we, though? We found a scrambler grenade, which could be used against robots. Okay, the laser modification not so much. Okay, there's 2 medkits gone already for a scrambler grenade. Is it a worthwhile trade-off? Maybe not. But then again, we made our choices and they were terrible, apparently. Okay, move your fucking ass up here, JC, please. Okay, so I guess the scrambler grenade could be useful. And I think we have to live with our mistakes, don't we? Unfortunately, we never have any energy to actually use our health regeneration unless we are camping next to a recharge robot. That's always good, isn't it? Okay. Our vision is all blurry from oxygen deprivation. But scrambler grenade could be useful. It's the first one we saw in quite some time, didn't we? Okay, so we need to get to the elevator. Is there even power to that elevator? Because there's no power to the other elevator. So, okay, do we see any line of sight obstructions anywhere? Yeah, back here, right? The turret itself is a blind spot, funnily enough. Oh no, oh no. I guess I can really race over here without being seen. What's that here? Is it worth a detour? Just trouble, right? Yeah, this doesn't work, I think. So then we have to do it, I guess. Well, hopefully it was worth it, right? And let me guess, there's no way we can hack this thing here. Don't need to confirm my suspicion, but could be useful to check regardless. And of course the old credentials won't work because they're only for the tower access. Yeah, access denied and master. No, advanced only, I'll be damned. So maybe we should then by consequence, right? But of course, how many skill points do we have right now? Probably not enough, I would figure. It's hacking, not electronics. 2000 we have... no way, right? Of course we don't. Alright. Okay, so then we have to hope there's power to the elevator. Because if there isn't, then we are stuck. And the cameras do look different, right? There must be, yeah, 80 here now. The problem is, of course, they also make a different noise. So it's really hard to tell if they lock onto you because you can barely hear this over the music. So that's the problem. Always obtrusive there, I see game. Needlessly so. And it's down for us into the bunker finally. Can immediately see more tripwires. Okay, that's the end of the line for us. Presumably. Yeah, doesn't lead down, so it must be a different elevator compared to the one we saw in the tunnels. Do we want to crack open this crate right now? Yeah, look at this here. Imagine running around with a finger in the hurry like I have done back here. Multiple occasions only to suffer the same problems. Okay, probably robots in here, wouldn't you think? So, not a problem for us, I think, as long as we have some energy to spare. When was the last time we saw a vending machine for that matter? I don't remember, frankly. Alright, I suppose we crack it open. We find some pistol ammo inside. Like a whopping 5 bullets. Alright, well, we can use it in a pinch if we want to. I have to for that matter, at least against the Men in Black people. Okay, so far so good though, but it's not an easy game by all accounts. I think that's fair to say. We seem to be fighting mostly robotic enemies in here. I haven't seen too many dudes around any longer, except for some corpses and the usual assortment of Supermen. What? Have we been turned around again? Because it looks like the other end of the main lift shaft. What am I looking at? How does it make sense? We're going down multiple levels and then we go up again? Who designed this? MC Escher? Yeah, I think it's the lift shaft, right? The main lift shaft. We're just taking an alternative route. Yeah, we do exactly that, I think.
Good work. You've reached the bunker. Page has extensive defenses towards
Yeah.
sectors 2 and 3.
No kidding, right?
So proceed with caution. We think Page himself has pulled back to sector 4.
Oh, much farther than that. A moment more and I will be like nothing you've ever seen. A new life form everywhere and nowhere. Like air or radiation, redundant, self-replicating, always evolving.
Yeah, here's all the puzzle pieces he needs, right, for immortality. Okay, extensive defenses, he said. And we're just an unwelcomed visitor. Oh yeah, I cannot look around on that as otherwise averted by Doom. And we already wasted 2 medkits for Scrambler Grenade, which granted could be useful. But Scrambler Grenades are only temporary. Yeah, Blast Door. That's useful. This seems entirely pointless. Okay. Why not? Sure, have it here. It's government spending, it's government money. Who really cares? Yeah, we can call the lift down now if we wanted to, but I think it's still unpowered, isn't it? Yeah, indeed it is. It must be an our way out type of scenario. Yeah, I think we may not be getting out here alive, friends. Unfortunately so. Open sesame. Certainly he's tracking our every movement, so there aren't too many surprises around. I think we're recharging 5 additional points now because we picked that one perk, didn't we? That is then something. Yeah, okay, I'm not sure which firearm we should be drawing here like it all, because nothing seems very useful right now against the opposition, because it's mostly robots and we cannot fight them. Yeah, okay, sector 2.
Page is further down. Find the elevator. Your primary objective is to kill Page, JC.
Well, of course, if we can make this happen. And another elevator. Great. I don't even see a camera anywhere, so I think it was just... Maybe it's integrated. I think we saw this in some other games in the genre, right? Okay, whatever. Then we hope that the crate can be useful right now. It's just general supplies anyway. Multi-tool, I would call that very useful. Okay, apparently the turret has the camera integrated. Just looking for mines in case you're wondering. Bob Page is the type of guy. I did hear someone, right? Okay. Thanks for being hidden in the darkness, my friend. Okay, where is he exactly? Is he coming out? He's cloaked now, right? Okay, there are some guards here still, unsurprisingly. Maybe I killed him, shot him through that window. I don't think so, and of course the keypad, well, the window is of course also bulletproof, in which case you should be able to shoot through here. The same goes vice versa. Maybe it's just a grill, in which case our knife should cut it open, no problem. But maybe not, right? Okay, fantastic. That's only sector 2 of a couple, and this will be... Yeah, advanced. So, but we can't upgrade our hacking right now, so I guess. So we have to find another way. Or we use some consumables. Or we stack some crates. Oh, yeah. Need I just say it right. Depends on the proper angle. If we can push it or not. Yeah, so that's the problem, right? It's so easy to screw yourself over in this game without realizing. Yeah, it's just a cardboard box, man. What's so exhausting about that? I'm not exactly expecting you to run a marathon, right? And okay, doesn't get us over here, unsurprisingly. Maybe on top of the pipes by chance. Maybe that could work. If we drop them too hard, they also they fall apart because only a cardboard box. We don't keep this in mind as well, don't we? Yeah, where's the camera even? Must be integrated into the tool itself. Oh, fancy. Okay, so there we go. We're on the pipe now. And now we have skaters. Which is very dark, of course, unsurprisingly. Lockpick back here. That's nice of you. And now we can drop down into the area, I'm hoping. Okay, great. Is he dead now? I'm not too convinced, but he stopped blasting me, so maybe he is. Ah, there's the body. Okay, goodie. 2 health points, huh? Okay, anything else of interest in here? Supply crate and someone with no equipment whatsoever because it's by design, of course. This hopefully overrides the security lockdown someplace, but I'm not so sure about this. Because there is no direct response or feedback or anything in between. I would suppose it does, right? It's a security checkpoint. Biotech. Calibration. Of course, supposedly our biosignature is required to calibrate the universal constructor somewhere. They didn't see me coming, unfortunately, because I guess it's pretty visible. Okay, but the crates are still outside in case we have to come back here. But we press the button and something is bound to happen, I'm hoping. Okay, oh wow, some bow shells. 8 of them, so 2 reloads essentially. Okay. Of course, it's not mankind divided, so the lock will never be unlocking itself from this side, of course. So is it open now? Indeed it is open, but we could just sprint for here, no problem. We have to buy NG to spare. Okay. Must be Half-Life once over again here. Reminds me eerily of Half-Life at least. Okay. Once again, I'm not quite sure which firearm would be appropriate because it's pretty eerie and barren in here. The music goes very well with the Ducato, I have to say.
How much further?
Not far. You will reach Page. I just wanted to let you know that Alex hacked the Sector 2 security grid. The code's 8946.
Thank you.
And I wanted to warn you about Tracer Tong.
Tong's helping out from Vandenberg. The vaccine worked.
Yes, well, he has another motive. He wants you to destroy Area 51.
Yeah, what's the problem with that?
That's the plan.
No, JC. Spare the facility. Spare Helios, the power station. They can be made to service.
Us?
You and me, JC. We'll rule the world in secret, with an invisible hand, the way
an
the
enticing
Illuminati
offer,
have
sir.
always ruled.
Enticing offer.
Don't you think it's time we end the tyranny for everyone?
There's such a thing as a compassionate conspiracy. We don't need Page's commandos, troopers, crude inventions. Trust me. Kill Page. Dowd and I will be here to help with the next step.
Okay, we keep it in mind, but I don't believe anyone should have that power because, well, we are witnessing right now what happens when someone goes so power hungry and crazy. There's been doing so for decades, you know, in universe. For lockpicks, for hedge, okay. Interesting. Yeah, it gives us an option, I suppose. Join Illuminati as a secondary goal. I mean, the Illuminati have already failed, right? Technically speaking. Because Majestic 12 took them apart, and evidently they were more successful than they ever were. What? Oh, for fuck's sake. Super observant AI in this game. The slightest mistake immediately get discovered. Like, no problem whatsoever. Oh. So we're dead from the slightest mistake again. Of course, peeking around corners in this game doesn't mean anything because it doesn't hide us, and the AI in this version is super observant. So then we have to continue to find another way around. Oh, Jesus, cannot be fucking serious with this. Okay, at least we have 50% damage reduction from plasma damage right now. And we also inflict 25% more damage from using the knife against robots. Okay, but cloaking robots are still giving me some pause here, you know? It's still hardly ideal. Certainly, they weren't kidding around here, right? I was looking for the security override, but evidently it's not forthcoming. At least the robot is dead, right? What's that? Looks like a button of some type. Keypad, aha. Maybe the code works here. Maybe. So, das wirkt, fantastic. Yeah, best in camera for that matter, I have no idea, because this one doesn't have a built-in camera. I cannot lay any traps for them because I'm out of mines, so... It could be a camera on the ceiling there. I'm not quite so sure. And there we go. Fantastic. Fantastic. Well, so we would need a line of sight obstruction which the robot destroyed in this explosion. So because these are not movable here, incidentally. Okay, I'm not quite sure which area is the key to victory right now, relatively speaking. And the door apparently also closes automatically. Huh. Okay, interesting. We have to continue our little adventure here. This evidently is not the way to go. This is like a bunk bed area. Of course, what happens? I get stuck in this fucking doorway here against the mine. Once again, I was completely unaware of despite looking over here for the camera, but not the mines on the wall. Okay, cannot be helped. We make some mistakes along the way. And we have some people sleeping in here. Forever, I would figure. Why are all these people dead? There's no radiation hazard down here, supposedly. A vending machine door could be useful. Didn't find anything, of course. There's at least one box we could use. I don't think there's any point to it any longer. So what else is in here? It looks like a gas grenade. I don't suppose we're going to find the key combination anywhere, and this one evidently will not work. Of course not. And this will be bulletproof windows. Of course there will be. I think it's a plasma rifle and some ammo to go along with it. I'm not sure what's up with the scientist. He would be the most interesting subject to investigate. But 5 multi-tools, that's a steep ask, their game. So, are we playing the mind angle again here? They certainly were running inhuman experiments, surely, we know that already. Okay, so, I'm not quite sure, maybe you can expand your entire stockpile of multi-tools if you come into this room. That looks like an upgrade of some type. Speaking of which, we have a laser upgrade. Do we need this? It's completely useless to us, I think, so just drop it, I'm sorry. I think the rifle already has a laser sight, but we never use it. Yeah, this must be sleepers of some type here for some unknown but certainly nefarious purpose, and a medball, thankfully. Okay. Yeah, we have to get line of sight obstruction or disable the security system someplace, and the turret is worrisome but throws the camera. Yeah, catapult charger. Some lockpicks, I think, and a flare. Interesting. Yeah, terrible shape as customary because it wasted 2 medkits there for no gain really, except for the Scramder grenade, which granted can be useful. Okay, 3 charges on that medbot as a reminder, so the vending machines are completely empty, so we cannot continue to take damage at this rate. Most assuredly not. Okay, but 7 multi-tools, there's no way I can justify that. And we have no credentials for anything, right? Maybe you could guess some of them. Maybe. I'm not sure. There was also that hatch right on the other side of this hallway that could maybe allow us to bypass some people or alternatively shoot them in the back someplace. And at least expected. That maybe worth some consideration after all. We do have some lockpicks, I think. It's tedious. There really shouldn't be any cooldown here, to be honest. It's limited anyway, no matter how you look at it. Alright, so we're fully hit now, for the first time in quite a while. I'd like to think that I'm a pretty observant player of this game, but sometimes I just cannot find some of the combinations, and this seems to be one of those situations. And to be honest, maybe the combination is on that book over here, but I cannot justify spending all these multi-tools. Even though some of the items are very juicy indeed. I wonder if you could blow them up with a TNT crate if there was one around. I'm not sure this could be done. Yeah, of course it closes automatically. I don't think it's an excellent line of sight obstruction, but it's better than no line of sight obstruction. I'm willing to investigate the hatch over here still. Relying on the physics engine in this game is just asking for trouble and then some. But thankfully, it's close enough to make this happen. There's that stupid panel door, we didn't see it yet. Two can play that game, evidently. Don't destroy my cardboard box, please. Thank you very much. Oh, never mind. JC, stop getting stuck on terrain, please. Now's not the time. We go headshot, fantastic. And lots of Gibson here because the guy blew up. Cardboard box was destroyed, but the door was open there for long enough to make a difference, which is something. What have we stumbled into here, frankly? Must be the adjacent control center, right? So not the way to go, evidently, or maybe not. It's a bit hard to say here. Looks like in House of Horrors here, maybe. Multi-tool on a researcher with a data cube nearby. Yeah, strange request, you don't say. Jesus Christ. Okay, that's the security panel at least. Okay, but which chamber we don't know. I suppose if we can make our way back here, we can punch in the code everywhere. Presumably. And hopefully we can also disable the camera outside for starters, that would be swell. Yeah, I don't think we have that, right? No, I don't think we do, and this will be probably, yeah, masterful hacking, of course, unsurprisingly, but also unfortunately so. Shooting range, so this is just the crew quarters essentially. Let me guess they were using the front there for target practice, maybe. Seems pretty likely, frankly. There's also a maintenance hatch, just come to think of it. It's worth investigating. I think some of these were moved by the gunfire, that would be too funny. Let me guess, nothing, right? Nothing. Wow, one tranquilizer data and a whole lot of nothing. So we're still not where we need to be going, so it must be at the other side of the hallway, past the... Oh, hello there. Yeah, this is something about the chamber someplace, but I'm not seeing it. At least there are 2 vending machines now. I was hoping for a little bit more substantial instead of an indoor swimming pool. Yes, very nice. One movable crate, it has been noted. Okay, a floating scientist because they're terminating all the non-essential personnel because the Bob Page doesn't know any loyalty. Yeah, his employees are all expendable, every single one of them. Okay, a pipe. We're not going for cook quarters, right? To proceed to next area, that would be really strange. Speaking of which, hello there, friend. First aid kit, locker box with which you can crack open, no problem. Forward bed kit, I think I take it. I'm not sure what we're going to buy because I don't think there will be a vendor in area 51, wouldn't you think? 50, so that's not happening. We are off by 4 points, I believe. And it's the most damaging melee weapon we have right now, even combined with our skills. Yeah, what type of pipe is that? I'm not quite sure. Is it something we can use? Doesn't look the part, but the shooting range did look appealing by comparison. Four lockpicks, huh? You say? 60 damage rating. Yeah, I can see the ladder from back here. It's like the second one we've been seeing. Maybe this is the one that would actually allow us to bypass the entire area. With that hatch we saw on the other side, it could be. And I suppose the valve would disable some sort of hazard down there in the sewers. Probably. Something like that. I don't really want to play with these robots, but I would like to investigate these sleepers over here. Unfortunately, our cardboard box was destroyed, so that's a problem. It sounds like water is running now instead of turning off something else. Yeah, is it something we can read maybe? No, it's just a maintenance hatch. I thought it was an overturned clipboard there by chance. Alright, well, at least you can recharge or buy energy to a certain degree. I guess that's what the money would be useful for, or the vending machines. Alright, so it's better than nothing. Who knew that vending machines with soda would be the only healing opportunity for quite some time? I noticed the robots with one charge, but despite that. Okay, so this is not a very good line of sight obstruction. Neither is the trash bin for that matter, although I don't think this would work, but we need one at least outside someplace. Something that isn't easily destructible, you know. Yes, they do come in handy sometimes, surprisingly, even indoors. I think one of those chambers could be accessible courtesy of that combination we found. Maybe though. What did I tell you? This area is confusing, friends, I have to say. Okay, wait for the camera to come down the door. Then we can run. I think if any chambers would be this one, I would suppose. Maybe those co-quarters for the scientists. Looks rather uncomfortable to me, frankly, but what do I know? So what was the code again, please? (0169), huh? And it does work, thankfully. Interesting, so they executed this guy in his sleep. Something like that. Sorry, pal. I don't think it would work on these other keypads, of course. Yeah, these are individually marked, of course, by every single scientist, as you would expect here. Yeah, but I'm going to upgrade here, if anything. Yeah, the problem is we never have enough energy to heal ourselves, but the increase will be substantial. From I do remember, at least in the Let's Play I'm watching still. Or maybe just make us impervious to most of the plasma attacks that could be useful. But it doesn't say anything about rockets, right? The turrets they shoot with are of course regular ballistic bullets. So this doesn't apply here, but it's a passive ability, thankfully. Energy drain is pretty substantial, but it would require 2 canisters to get past that. You know, the threshold, that would actually be useful. So I suppose that we just max out energy shield. Probably. Okay, hopefully it will come in handy there once in a while. Certainly it's kept us alive against plasma fire for a little bit. Are we going to spend 4 lockpicks on that hatch we saw? I'm not so sure. Flammable liquid, huh? Okay, but there was a guy over here. If they call in some support, they will spawn in from the other area, presumably. Yes, I know we read it on the notepad over there, but still, it's just very gamey way of making this happen, frankly. Okay, there's also a camera point in this direction. So maybe we are going to spend some lockpicks then here for that thing. 4 lockpicks, infinite everything, I suppose. Then we try that. Hopefully it's worth our time, frankly. I should hope so. Because evidently we have to go past there. It's not optional. We have to worry about... No way. No way. No way. At least it's not Grisos. At least it's not Grisos. And yeah, that's one of those monstrosities. Okay, just rush it. Wow, some rockets. That's excellent, actually. These sound like water pipes, but could also be hot steam, I suppose. We don't know until we investigate this area, of course. Okay, hopefully that's not super heated steam here. That would be painful. But certainly it leads to where we need to be going, I see. That must be the hatch. We can shoot him in the back, maybe. There's also a robot back here. Why we did hear that? Robot and turret, at least a couple of Supermen. Yeah, of course, I can inflict any damage on them from this area, from this angle for that matter. Oh, what is that? The mine, of course. And now we have alarm in our inventory. That's nice. If only it would destroy robots, which of course it doesn't. I mean, it could theoretically, but doesn't do enough damage because I haven't specialized in demolitions, I guess. Something like that. Alright, and this could lead into the shooting range by chance. Okay, multi-tool, I think I take it, sir. You're not going to need any longer wide, or maybe not. Huh? So where are we? I don't know. Behind someone, I see. Wherever that could be.
I'm always pleased to see one of my experiments perform so well. You aren't even afraid.
I'm quite afraid, actually.
We got a lot of things right when we made you, Denton, but don't worry. I know your weaknesses.
Fear? Plasma fire? Rockets? Crippling lack of supplies? Take a pick there, Bob. Bobby. I think everyone calls him Bobby. Alright, so, okay. Okay, that's the way to go then, I would presume, but maybe not, because I'm getting turned around here. Evidently, that's not the way to the shooting range. I mean, sort of is, but you know what I mean. They will also be triggering the alert, which means they will be sending in another 5 dudes or so. And even the most basic of enemies, they can cloak right now, no problem. So is this the way to go? I'm not so sure about that. We have some cargo handling up here as well, don't we? And the guy on the forklift with a sniper rifle. I guess I could try to just jump up here and wave goodbye. Although these people would see me if you do that, right? But the problem is we have no map, so it's very easy to get confused and turned around, you know? Like it happens to me right now, incidentally. But our objective is not to kill everyone, our objective is to destroy the facility. But also kill Bob Page at the same time, but you know what I mean. Is there even anything close enough to allow for that? I don't think so. I mean, we can't jump up here. Where the heck are we going? That's the problem with not having a minimap in this game, because I have to map out every single little bit in my head here, and sometimes it's just too much, I'm sorry. Where the heck are we going? I have no idea, even if you kill all these people somehow without taking catastrophic damage. Where do we go from there? I suppose for now we investigate the other letter we saw, the rebrief, if I can find my way in here again. Okay, so this leads down the hallway. There was some cargo handling on top. Yeah, you run around like crazy, but doesn't matter, of course, right now. I think this is where we dropped in, right? I think. Yeah, indeed, it's where we dropped in. This was only to pick up some supplies, so we have to go that way, I think. But then again, why and how? They don't force a single bone. I'm completely clueless as to where we need to be going. Completely clueless. And this was the guy who spotted me, right? When I turned around the corner and the alert was raised for the first time. Okay, I did get that. Okay, alrighty then. There's multiple overwatches, there's multiple dudes in here, and there's also that stupid alert panel in the hallway someplace, which means you have to deal with some friends if you make any mistake whatsoever, because that will happen. Do we have anything that silent knocks out this guy first try? Maybe the trank darts? If you aim for headshot, it could work. Oh, I'll be amazed it does work. There's No way, right? Oh, sure, you can do that. That makes sense. Okay, das ist die Guy with the sniper rifle still. Wasn't very accurate, thankfully. Well, as long as no one presses the alert panel, I think we're maybe coded here. Is that you and me, white friend? Maybe? Maybe? I see my accuracy is lackluster. Okay, but we have some medicine for that, I think. Jesus Christ, man. Okay, so, I suppose we could have maybe shot some people through here. It's a bit maybe though, but then again, why are we here? I have no idea. But the slightest clue.
He's gone.
No, I'm not gone. I'm just shooting in the head with a tranquilizer dart. This spawned to hurt. What do you think? Okay, so once again, why are we here? I have no idea. Okay, then we see what we can do here from this little vantage point. Nothing is the answer. Okay, well, it could be done after all, but if they press the alert panel, we have to deal with 6 more people because we already found out the hardware, didn't we? Okay, did have alarm at least, which is something. Okay, what were you guarding? This could be interesting. That could be a first opportunity to investigate, maybe. Okay, otherwise there's the alert panel, of course, unsurprisingly. Okay, some loud machinery buzzing away. Don't destroy this crate just yet, please. 6 lockpicks and a sector-free access, so we have to come through here then, I see. Okay, then. Somehow. I don't think the code will work, but we can try it, I suppose. That would certainly explain the heavy resistance in this area. Of course, he didn't give us anything, you bastard. Same for you. This video is kind of unfortunate, wouldn't you think? So the alert panel was actually over here, not in the hallway. Ooh. Regardless, it's the same difference to us, wouldn't you think? Okay, then. So, so many ways to take it, as you can tell. It's a little confusing. But at least we managed to get something done now. Yeah, I'm sorry friends, but I think I'm done with the game for today because it's really trying the patience, because we wasted 4 lockpicks to get into this tunnel, which was unnecessary, which means we don't have enough lockpicks to get through the door. No one has the key, no one drops anything for us, and we searched for the entire crew quarters, and we cannot find anything of use. There's nothing of substantial interest in our notes here anywhere to be found, or in the comms for that matter, because except for the usual harassment over the infolink, nothing of use back here. But regardless, I think it's all we can accomplish for today. I will keep looking around here for a couple more minutes off screen, and otherwise, I suppose, then I see you next episode, right? But otherwise, nothing else to do except to wish you a good day.